When talking about Christian and Connie, we're talking about one of the most beloved characters until it ends and the most hated character until it ends, respectively. But when you think about it, they aren't all that different. See, now with Christian, his quirk is called Darkness Rises. Now, I've probably mentioned that in a different video, but for the sake of this video, if you haven't seen any other videos, it's called Darkness Rises. And it gives him power over darkness, black holes, dark matter, all that stuff. And he's known for his ego. He thinks he's the best. He gets pissed off really easily. He has a really short temper. And he's not exactly the nicest fellow. Even his introduction alone, he goes to a pizza place and gets mad at one of the workers for threatening him. So he just kills everyone in the pizza place. So he's introduced as a jerk and a murderer. He's introduced as someone who doesn't care about other people. But when you're talking about Connie, we have the same thing. Connie, his quirk is called permafrost. He uses his quirk to create weapons and tools out of ice. And he was also introduced as a murderer. In one of the earlier stages of the tournament, he goes on a one-on-one fight against Ray, another character whose quirk is unknown. Now, when he fights Ray, literally the first page that he gets introduced, he murders him. He cuts him open and causes permafrost to flow into his wounds. He laughs, he smiles, he's happy as he tortures this poor boy to death. And this immediately puts a target on his back. Why? You could say that this happened because of the fact that this was done in front of everyone. This was done in front of all the other contestants. This is why he has a target on his back for the rest of the tournament. But why then does the reader also hate Connie more than Christian? So we have two boys, both of them killers, both of them really not nice to people, and both of them seeing themselves as above other people. Why does one have more likability than the other? And this is where we get into making a character sympathetic. If you know the reason behind why someone is acting poorly, then you can understand it. And if you understand it, then you don't hate them as much. With Connie, his only reason, from as far as the reader can tell, is that he is just mean. He's not given a reason. Now, I might have this changed. I might have a lost archive where it goes into depth of Connie's backstory. But as of right now, there is zero explanation for the way he acts like this. He's just a jerk. End of story. Christian, on the other hand, he was abused by his father. And it goes deeper than that. He wasn't just abused, but he was abused and he convinced himself that he still loved his father, and he did a lot for his father. He joined the tournament for his father. He loves his father, or at least that's what he thinks until later in the story. But that's getting a little bit past in the spoiler territory. So we're going to move on. The fact that Christian has a reason to be mean to everyone makes him automatically more relatable than Connie. Makes him more human than Connie. Connie is not seen as human. He's seen as a monster that hurts people. Christian is seen as a human who has not been treated well his whole life. So in return, he doesn't treat other people well. Now, this actually is explained further in a future video that's coming out soon about character development. So if you want to know how to do character development well, turn on notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in that video.